just a quick 5 minutes before I go back to the having this, and then I'm having another coffee break. Then, well, actually, this is my last one. If that's going to be coffee or tea. Yeah, Mr. Horn, please. Well, first of all, get your dog's claws cut. Buy a mobile dog groomer. I'm sure you'll be able to find one at a reasonable price just to get a basic snip. And I think Sheridan would feel the benefit. Please, can you do the request for the two examples I've sent you? If you scroll down, you see there's one after the other, about 20 or 30 seconds each, where I do the lead, and then I do another one as if I'm responding to you doing the lead. So like I said, so the idea is I've got two separate ale being poured into a glass intros. One, so I can alternate between the two. So one is where I lead, and I turn to you and say, now Jeff, and then you go, thank you, and do your bit. And the second one, so obviously you have to do your two bits separate. And the second one where you lead, then I follow up. Oh, thank you, Jeff, and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll stitch them together. Like I said, this is something that I've been wanting to do for some time. An alternate version of ale being poured into a glass. And of course, when you're here, I want you to participate in the recording. Now, all I need is just this hand with the can, this hand with the glass. This bit is not really important. And then it helps, because if a bloke can get away with having a channel, I'm sure there's ones dedicated to buses driving down a high street. There's probably a niche channel for every obscure thing, which probably won't pull in the massive numbers. And I mean, you always get some arsehole making some stupid comment, but you get some people who go, well, it's not my cup of tea, but well done. I mean, if walking up to pedestrian controlled traffic lights is your thing, and you know each make and model, if it's something that, is not harming anybody, and like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I mean, like I said, pouring ale into a glass, like I said to you before, it came out of when you were doing, I think, I'm not sure if you were doing two courses at once on the, was it the University of North Lincolnshire campus? University of North Lincolnshire campus, which I often pass quite a lot, actually, when if I'm going that way to, sometimes I go that way. If we call in at Town Centre first, I sometimes go that way and then turn right near that T-junction, where, like, straight ahead to your left you got that Ashby link, and then obviously you turn left, you go down Ashby High Street past the Tesco Metro, or you turn right going past that Ashby Auto Garage, which if we were in Scunthorpe, that'd probably be my go-to place for my car. And then you obviously go down past that pub, the Beacon. That night we did the karaoke. We had a few Guinness, but you were at work next day, I remember. So, yeah, that was fun. And every time we pass, because it was somewhere down there near the pods where we went for the COVID test, me and Gusher. At the time I tested negative and Gusher tested positive, And then about 4 days later, I tested positive. It was like New Year's Day, I think. Yeah, and that way, luckily I got my 10 days, as she was 10 days holidays. Otherwise my monthly wage would have been shit. And I do remember that. Oh, that's so much better chilled. But it was born out of that. Really, it was born out of that. Like I say, I used to do the videos one by one, so there were like loads like 30-second clips of me pouring probably Old Speckled Hen, or whatever else was on offer at the time. But this is my pre-lager days. I didn't really venture much down the lager route. Well, that's shit. That seems to hold up. If you do it at an angle. Yeah, so it started from when you were constantly cancelling Zoom sessions and Flesh sessions because obviously there was a lot of confliction with you doing your lessons and shit. So it's from that I was getting really obviously tired, a bit cheesed off that bloody hell. What limited availability anyway. I soon realised that putting all these individual videos on, you could say, well, you've seen one can of ale being poured into a glass, all those ain't going to be any different, which is a fair point. But for me, these are moments in time captured, because there's always something in background. That I had one person saying, "What's that film you're watching?" Oh, it's blah blah blah. So if I'm lucky enough that the videos escape the copyright Nazis, which are absolute twat on YouTube, there's a set of cunts on YouTube for that. Even though you're not filming it, it's just background noise. You know, it's just background noise. That's all it is. But them set of cunts on YouTube, they're a fucker for it. So it just starts off as like, well, there's no point putting these individual videos on. I might as well stitch them together. And of course, you get some smart asses going, "That's lager, that's not ale," which is, you know, is a fair point, but it's just an umbrella title. It's, for me, it covers all ales. But like I've always said, if a bloke can do have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to walking up to a pedestrian controlled traffic light, he knows the make, he knows the model, he films approaching it, pressing a button, walking across when the green man shows, getting to the side. If a kid can film buses just driving up on a particular route, and he has a lot of videos of different buses, different routes. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. But if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Nobody forces you to watch a video, but you always get some arsehole that watches a video and comments anyway because he can. Matt, these are pouring ale into a glass. With this one, this glass. Oh, this glass is the one, obviously it's a 1960s style glass. This is one that I think I got from a charity shop because there's no markings on this one. Fuck with that. Yeah, hello, fresh air. I don't know if it was a bird flying past or something, but I heard a noise, but nothing there. Yeah, so the ale being poured into a glass, which obviously I want you to participate in at the next flesh. Just say 2 hands in a glass, that's all that's required, and a can. You have to show your face. Let me know when you're ready. Record. As soon as the glass is full, recording stops. That's it. Okay? Yeah, just started off as a silly little thing. Rather than upload individual videos, I just stitch them together. And I've been doing that now over 2 years now, so there's a niche for some really obscure subjects or obscure interests, which many probably will have a limited appeal. But like I say, if you watch something and you're realising it's not your bag, don't watch it. Watch something else that does interest you. I don't understand why people comment when they obviously don't like this thing just to be arseholes. If you don't like what you're watching, stop. Oh, I'm going to have a coffee after this. I don't feel the cold. It's not, obviously not, it's quite dark now, obviously. Oh, badger and bean today. I had a cheese and ham sandwich. The lass who took our order wasn't sure if they'd be able to do it because there's a Sunday brunch menu. But went to the kitchen and went, oh, it must know me. Oh, yeah, it's him. Yeah, it's fine. And then I said, you know something? Mother had their sausage roll. Oh, beautiful. I might have 2 sausage rolls. They're really thick sausage meat inside. I'm assuming they're from that butcher's Parkins in Howden. Absolutely beautiful sausage rolls, especially with the brown sauce. Now, where do we go that uses Stokes? I think that might be at Carver's. I'm sure I know we've had Stokes sauce, brown sauce. I think that might be Carver's fish and chip place on Ashby High Street. We'll be there next Saturday before we go for shopping, and then we're at Badger and Bean at Howden on Sunday. I wonder what that bloody noise was. Never done. I had a look through gate, and there was no sign of anybody about. But the only thing I've seen is Thrasher come down beside the house. It's somewhere. It might be in that little box, the one in the corner, where the fence and the hedge meets. Oh, Jesus, cool. That was a bit of a burn mark on my right arse cheek. It's scabbing over now, but fucking hell. It's like I've been stamped with something that would imprint a letter on the steer's arse at an American auction. Right. Just about that much left. Go catch up on BBC regional news. National news, regional news, and then obviously nearly come to the end of the season for match of the day. That's it. Cup of tea time.